I won't be asking for a contribution or a donation. We're talking with people.
Oh, but I was not planning on giving a donation or a contribution. But what kind of a questions would you like to know about my opinion?
Okay, hold on just a moment. Let me get into the survey.
Sure.
Are you at least 18 years old and registered to vote at this address? One Strawberry Lane, Roswood Heights, New York?
Well, that is Strawberry Fields together.
Okay.
That is correct.
Do you or any member of your household currently work for an elected official, a candidate for political office, or as a member of the news media?
I unfortunately do not work right now.
Okay. As you may know, there will be a general election for North Hempstead Town Supervisor and other offices in November. How likely are you to vote in this November general election? Will you definitely vote, probably vote, or the chance is 50-50, will you probably not vote, or will you definitely not vote?
It is very likely that I will put Donald Trump. I think he would be excellent for North Hempstead.
Okay. No matter how you're planning to vote.
But who are the candidates? They are Jimmy Fallon, and then you have a Donald Trump.
I don't know, sir. I've totally lost. I'm just reading off the screen on the questions that they give.
That is fine. Thank you.
No matter how you are planning to vote, when it comes to politics, do you generally think of yourself as a strong Democrat, a not very strong Democrat, a strong Republican, a not very strong Republican, or an independent?
Hold on. What is the difference? I'm not understanding what the question is. I guess more of a thespian.
When you vote, are you a Democrat, a Republican, or an independent?
When I'm voting for the Donald Trump. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
I don't know who I am, sir.
But sometimes I vote the Republican, sometimes I vote the Democrat. It depends on who the candidate is running.
Okay.
What do you like to vote for?
Sir, I'm not allowed to answer that.
Have you ever voted for American Idol or for the Voice or anything like that? There's great shows you get to vote for, but you don't have to be a Republican or Democrat.
I'm not allowed to say, sir. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Do you think of yourself as closer to the Republican Party or the Democrat Party?
I'm closer to whoever has the better food.
What year were you born, sir?
I was born in the 43.
What year?
The 43.
43.
Correct.
Okay. In the November election for North Hempstead Town Supervisor, are you more likely to vote for the Democrat Party candidate or the Republican Party candidate?
I'm going to vote for who is not a crook. Because I have only lived here for a very short period of time, but in India, there's a lot of corruption. And I've seen that Donald Trump is very honest.
Now, I'm going to read you some names of some people. For each, please tell me if you have a strong favorable opinion, somewhat favorable, somewhat unfavorable, or strongly unfavorable for them. If you haven't heard of the person, please just tell me and we'll move on.
A lot of questions.
The first one is Judy Bosworth.
Judy Bosworth. Is that related to the wrestler?
It's one of the candidates, sir. I have no idea.
I have not heard of Judy Bosworth.
Okay. The next one is Scott Diamond.
I do not have diamonds, but you've got diamonds? That sounds like a very Jewish name. Diamond. It sounds like he's a smart man. Okay, very good. Scott Diamond. Sounds good. I'm familiar.
As I said, I don't live in New York, sir. I don't know.
I am familiar with him. Living in New York is like living in the Jaime town. I'm sorry, what was that name?
Anthony Bolzomi.
That is very hard to pronounce. I don't know it.
Okay. Diana DiGiorgio.
Oh, I went to the school once. I was in the class with the DiGiorgio. Maybe that sounds familiar. Are there any Patels or Singhs on the list?
This is all about the candidate, sir. I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to find out if there's a candidate that is more relatable to me. I am sorry. Shut up! Shut up! It is my dog making a lot of noise. Sorry about that.
That's okay, sir.
Little Manu, shut up! Sorry about that.
It's okay, sir. The next one is Charles Berman.
Charles Berman. Was that the guy from the movies Make My Day Punk?
He's one of the candidates, sir. I
Oh.
don't know anything about New York's candidates.
If that is him, then Charles Bronson, I will say yes, I know him.
Emily Bates.
Emily Days, not heard of her.
Wayne Wink.
Wayne Wink, I know the Wayne Wink. I've heard of that name. He's a businessman. I've heard of him, yes.
Do you have a favorable opinion or an unfavorable opinion?
Wayne seems like a very honorable man.
Okay.
What about the Chris Rock? Is he running? Because I see on the show, the political show, that he was going to run for the office. Him and the Kanye West.
I don't know, sir. If the November election for North Hempstead Town Supervisor were held today, and the candidates were Anthony Bulzomi, the Republican, and Jody Bosworth, the Democrat, for whom would you vote?
I would vote for the Boswell because it's much easier to pronounce.
How certain are you to support Jody Bosworth? Very certain, somewhat certain, or not really certain?
I would most likely, uncertainly, support her.
If the November election for North Hempstead Receiver of Taxes was held today, and their candidates were Charles Berman, the Democrat, and Scott Diamond, the Republican, for whom would you vote?
Well, because they both sound like they're Jewish, probably very good at math, so I would vote for both of them.
Okay. Have you seen or heard anything in the past few weeks about Anthony Bulzomi?
No, I have not. I do not know that name.
Have you seen or heard anything in the past few weeks about Jody Bosworth?
I think I've seen Jody Bosworth on the television. She's a very good actor.
Now I'd like to ask you a few final
Oh
questions
my
for
God.
statistical purposes only.
Sure.
What is the last grade of school or level of education you completed?
I got the master's degree.
Master's degree. And may I ask your religious background? Is it Protestant, Catholic, Jewish, Muslim, or something else?
I am something else. I am other. I am from the Hindu religion.
Okay. And just to make sure we have a representative sample of voters, would you please tell me your race? Black, white, Hispanic, Asian American, or other?
I don't like to race, but sometimes I run for the exercise. I'm sorry, what was the question again?
Your race, your ethnicity.
My ethnicity? What? I don't
Yeah,
understand. What
are
is
you
the,
black?
the
Are you
color of my
black?
skin? I am kind of brown. So I'm not black. I'm a light brown.
Now, sir, you said you were Indian?
That is correct.
Okay. That is what I was looking for right there, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are we done with our
Hold on.
survey?
I think I might have another question. Just hold on
Sure.
just a moment here. I just have to
Are you
type
married?
this in
Are you married? You sound very nice.
Oh, no, sir. Not at all. I'm just fine. Do you consider yourself a Hispanic, Latino, or Spanish-speaking American?
I do not speak the Spanish.
Okay, sir. Have I reached you on a mobile phone or a regular landline?
You have reached me on the landline.
Okay. Thinking about all of the telephone calls you received, are they mostly or all on your mobile phone, some on a mobile phone and some on a regular landline, or mostly all on your regular landline?
I get a lot of calls on the mobile line, on the home line, but it is becoming very overbearing. But sometimes mostly on the mobile line and the home line.
Okay. Those are all of my questions. Thank you very much for completing this survey. And again, this survey was for informational purposes only. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day,
Very
sir.
good. God bless America. Thank you.